Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be talking about the Psychic Spectacular, because now you can get Hoopa, apparently, without even actually completing the whole field research timed tasks. So let's go ahead and get into this. If you're looking at the Mega Alakazam, I'm just going to be talking about you can start collecting candies. We'll get more into that in just a moment. So this is going to be pretty interesting an event, I suppose. We're going to have the whole incense deal, which we're going to be talking about as well. And Hoopa. Is it good? Well, yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. Its typing is actually pretty unique, so we'll dive into that as well as why I'm have Alakazam Mega on the screen here. Alright, so one of the Pokemon that I'm most excited for is going to be Inkay. I mean, it's probably going to be on the top of one of my favorites when it does evolve into Malamar, of course, and it is going to take you flipping your phone upside down to actually able it to evolve. I'm sure it's going to cost candies, like 50 or something like that. So you got to flip it, then evolve it, and yeah, you're good to go. It did the same thing for the main series games, so it's pretty interesting. Going to be able to take a snapshot for a surprise. We'll see what that's going to be, and you'll be able to get some new stickers, folks. I know you're most excited about that. Malamar. Let's talk about this thing. Inkay and its evolution. Malamar will be making their Pokemon Go debut. Now, it's funny how they go on to say, if you've played the other games, you may know how to evolve, but they don't give you the direct way. So it's like, well, what if people don't have a social media? I understand, you maybe should do a little bit of homework and stuff, but if you didn't know you had to flip your phone upside down, you're probably like, what the heck? How do you evolve this stinking thing? So it is going to be a Dark and Psychic. All right, it's going to have great stats. Well, it's going to be good for the Ultra League here. So 2,667 CP, attack 177, defense 165, and then stamina 200. So looking pretty good. Somebody said that it doesn't have a resistance. It does, in fact, which is going to be Psychic. So it is also going to be weak to Bug, extremely weak to Bug because of both of its typings, and then Fairy. So it's got to look out for Charm users. Unfortunately, you would think this thing would have a poison move, right? Seeing that it is a squid, you know how they, squirt ink, maybe a poison move would be great to protect itself from the Fairy typings, but maybe in the future, I would assume. Let's take a look at the moves. This thing is stacked. We have Psycho Cut and Peck. You're going to want to go with Psycho Cut. Charge moves, Hyper Beam, Foul Play, Superpower, and Psybeam. So you're going to probably want to run Foul Play and Superpower. I mean, if you want to go spicy for a surprise, you can run Superpower, Hyper Beam. Maybe Foul Play, Hyper Beam, but you definitely want Superpower. You don't really need Signal Beam. I guess you can go with that, but Superpower and Foul Play is what you're going to definitely want to go with. Now, you can see you're weak to Fairy. All right, both of your charge moves are not going to be doing very effective damage to a Fairy type. Probably something that's using Charm. So you probably should use something in its defense regarding coverage. Now, taking a look at the Pokemon that you can expect in raids here. And that's my DoorDash. You know how that always works for me. You can see the raids here. You can see Inkay is actually going to be available, as well as Metagross if you're looking to get those XL candies, and Wobbuffet, and then of course Alolan Raichu. Everything in the 3-star looks like you're going to want those XL candies, so pretty nice. Yeah, I got my food down there. I'm waiting at the door. Let's go. I ordered like 2 hours ago, and it got here as soon as I started editing. Okay, so this Incense Day is actually going to be going down tomorrow, September 5th, from 11 a.m. local time until 5 p.m. local time. So starting it off, it is going to be Psychic from 11 a.m. until 12 p.m. From 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., you're going to have Dark and Ghost, and you're going to have your various different types, as you can see over here. I would assume more going to be spawning, and to kind of go side by side for what I'm talking about with the Abra, you'll probably see those. You may want to catch them. We'll talk about that more in a second. From 1 to 2, you're going to have Psychic again. From 2 p.m. till 3 p.m. Do I really need to say p.m.? You're going to have Dark and Ghost, and then Psychic from 3 to 4, and then again, Dark and Ghost from 4 to 5. Excellent. Sounds good to me. I'm sure some things are going to be spawning more than others, but, just catch what you can get. You can't really control what you're spawning from the Incense. It's just going to be a little bit random. I'm sure the Beldums are going to be rare. And what else to do? I think for the Darks, Sableye is going to be rare for sure. You can get that shiny. As far as any other ones, you just catch whatever. Drifloon's going to be something good for sure. And also Abra. All right? Maybe Execute candies, I suppose. It's not like you really need those because you don't need to make an XL Exeggutor. But hey, Jinx is a good ice type, I suppose. Let's go. Maybe shiny. All right, moving on here. Hoopa, let's take a look at it. Psychic and Ghost. It's going to have a max CP of 3,797, attack 261, defense 187, and stamina 173. Oh my goodness, guys. My spicy noodles. They're getting cold. They're getting cold. I can smell them. All right. Weak to Dark and Ghost. Very weak to that. Resisting, Fighting, Normal, Poison, and Psychic. Let's get it. So it's got a pretty unique typing here. As far as, is it going to be good in PvP? We'll just have to see. It's going to have its moments, I would assume, and I will be bringing you those in the future. Taking a look at its moves, you have Astonish and Confusion. So, you know, Confusion's good. I guess you can go with Astonish, but I would probably recommend Confusion. As far as the charge moves, you're going to have Shadow Ball, Psychic, and Signal Beam, or Psybeam. You're definitely going to just go with Shadow Ball and Psychic, period. Taking a look at the next step in the Mischief task, you're going to have make 5 curve throws for 15 Ultra Balls, and then catch 10 different species of Pokemon for 15 Great Balls, and then earn 5,000 Stardust, which is going to give you 3 revives, max revives actually, and then you're going to get a Hoopa. So I wonder, you know, that's pretty interesting. You're just going to collect the last one. So you're not going to have to go through all that. It's not a big deal. And I thought this was going to like be dragged out for a while. Looks like they're just going to instantly give it to us. So looks pretty interesting, so you don't have to work too hard to get that. Excellent. Can't wait. And folks, I'm telling you, Malamar is going to be pretty fun. I'm more excited for that than the Hoopa, to be honest with you. What about an Unbound Hoopa? How's that going to work, huh? Because the assets have been added. Pokeminers have found it. By the way, links to every image I'm using down below to League Duck and to Legends, of course. So we'll just have to see, because getting candies for this thing is going to be one of those pain in the butt deals where you're going to have to, if it's going to, you know, if you're trying to make it an XL, you're going to be walking it for a while. And, or if they make the Unbound into the raids, well, you're just going to be able to spend a bunch of money and then you're going to make that XL there. Now, moving on here, you're going to have a nice overview of everything. Now, why do you want to get Abras? Well, Mega Alakazam. And no, it has not been announced, but Mega Alakazam is going to be one of those really good ones. There are a few Megas that are kind of like meh. You know, Mega Lopunny, which isn't horrible, but it's not necessarily great. You get the fighting boost. This one is going to be a pure Psychic type. It's not picking up any new types. It's just staying Psychic. Simple as that. And with Counter, oh boy, it's going to be pretty good. Now, we can't just go into Go Battle League with Megas yet. I wonder if they're going to make a Mega kind of league where you can't Mega Evolve all your Pokemon, but you can Mega Evolve one. That'll be pretty fun to actually partake in. But anyways, if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. And it's time for me to go eat my spicy cold noodles. Sad face. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!